There we go. We did it.
We are live. Let's close the door.
We should close that door, otherwise we'll make our colleagues dislike us maybe more than we already have in our short time here in Tel Aviv.
I don't think we've offended anyone that much yet, have we?
Not that they've told us.
This is true.
Welcome to this Codified Security Office Hours. My name is Steve Jaguar.
My name is Matt Johnson, and we are here live in the Palo Alto offices in Tel Aviv.
Which is weird.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, it's a beautiful city. It is a beautiful day. We can see all the way down behind us to the sea.
Actually, can you have a camera on this? You could actually look out the window with it.
Yeah, of course I can. Let's do that.
Hold on. We can show you the view we have here we share the offices while he's doing that. We're at the Palo Alto office. It is a very, very small. Well, actually, I have my intro video. You'll see the journey, what it looks like, and how I guess small it looks on the outside until you realize, oh, it's massive.
It is huge. What is it, like 5 floors of this colossal building? We're on floor 34.
Yeah, we're on 33. We're on 35, 13, 14, 15. It's ridiculous. Oh, there we go.
So go on. If we're doing behind the scenes, we'll do behind the scenes. This is us.
Yeah.
And then this is the beautiful Tel Aviv.
Look at that. I like how I could just turn around and look out the window, and yet for some reason I'm looking at our own StreamYard. What kind of idiot am I?
Right.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. And the weather helps because we come in the end of April and the weather is like 23 degrees. It's really sunny. It's just nice. Yes. So maybe
sea is that way.
The sea is that way. Yes. Cool. So we have some interesting things in store. This is not a tech one per se.
More a people and process one. Yeah.
Yeah, we're shifting left.
We're shifting left. If you've ever wondered who are the people behind Chekhov, behind Bridgecrew, beautiful shirt there, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. One of a kind.
If you are interested in your very own Chekhov shirt, do let us know. Join the Codified Security Slack and let us know you like our new shirt.
Whenever we get them mass produced. There's currently only one.
This is the only one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've ever wondered the names on the committers, who's working on what, that's what we're really hoping to show you in this office hours. We're going to go around, we're going to interview some people. We're just going to give you a feel for Bridgecrew here in Tel Aviv, where, it's the core of our engineering team.
And how do we want to start? Because is it worth us? We could do the tour, but I could do let's show, I recorded a journey in.
You did, and I did not.
And you're not. So I'll try to punch our microphone. Apologies if I just deafened somebody. I'm going to play that so you can get an idea of what it's like. You get a little bit of a feel for Tel Aviv, actually. And some of the, once I find where I put all my files, some of the experience of walking into the office.
And while you're finding that, it's worth saying that we are trying to both present and produce this office hours at the same time. So if you see us looking down, you know what's happening.
Yeah, because we got a lot of junk going on at once. I'm just going to share a Chrome tab with you.
Very nice.
Yeah. You should get the sound. So share tab audio. You see my big giant head show up.
Got it.
All right. Let's check out my arrival.
So Steve Jaguar, I am in the beautiful downtown Tel Aviv. Let's do this. Hopefully you can hear me because it's so loud. I don't know what. Everything needs to make noise here. And I'm walking to the office, the actual Bridgecrew office, for the first time ever to meet Matt. And we're going to be doing an office hours. Let's go. These scooters are like, this is Wind and Lime. Wind and Lime should be they're like the modern equivalent of, the real equivalent of like Thanos. They're an attempt to sort of normalize the overpopulation problem by destroying people using these things. So if you are going to ride one, which I tried last night, I highly recommend like 7 units of alcohol before even starting out on it. Definitely don't wear the helmet because you want to look cool when you die, and make sure you've got clean underpants. Kosher chicken. Filming. This bridge seems to kind of represent the divide between cool Tel Aviv, which was back where I was when I first started filming, and now super geek tech land. I can see, I saw a sign for checkpoint, switch up, whatever that is. We work in EY are back there, and I think the Palo Alto building should be just over here. Whoa.
You walk over here?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then we're here.
And then we are here.
We're out of the elevator, and we're like, yeah, but it's quite cool. It takes 45 minutes to walk from the beach, so you get the fast version.
Very cool journey. I like that. Yeah, the whole of Tel Aviv is great. Been super friendly, not had a bad meal. Everyone I've spoken to so far just seems really eager to help. It's a fun place.
It's not London.
It's not London.
Everybody's very kind and helpful. And if you're wondering, like, oh, do I speak Hebrew? Don't worry about it. Everyone speaks English.
Most people speak English, yeah, which is good.
Enough, for sure. Okay, what should we do now? Let's explain what we've done and are doing.
Well, let's. So, one problem with being here is realizing just how busy everyone is all the time, which is why with so many features coming out and so many cool things and so many commits, but it does mean it's very hard to get everyone at one time in one place. So we've pre-recorded just a couple of hours earlier today, a load of interviews with a load of people around the office, what they're working on, what are their hopes, dreams, and fears. And we're going to play some of those back to you, but interspersed with some live stuff and maybe tour of the office. And yeah, which do you want to do first?
Well, given I need to queue up our tour of the office, why don't we start? Why don't we do it in order?
Yeah,
we could do your interview with Taylor first.
Let's do my interview with Taylor.
Because I just see bits of the office, and then we'll go around and give you some context.
Sounds great.
All righty, give me 2 seconds, and I'll queue up Tay.
So Tay is our new, as you will find out, product manager of open source, hoping to bring calm and sanity to the wonderful backlog and roadmap of Chekhov. So let's hear what he has to say.
For Tay is that's it there. That is the queuing ready to go. Boom.
And run VT. Let's try that again, shall we?
Yeah, one producer at a time.
For some reason, having a little bit of an issue playing this video, so
one moment.
We are gonna try our best. Yeah, if you have been to Tel Aviv, if you've been to any of the tech companies in Tel Aviv, let us know if you're on the stream. We'd be interested to know where you've been, and especially where you've eaten and had drinks, because we're going to try and take them all off by the time we leave.
Very cool.
How is that video looking?
I just got to restart the
standard.
Yeah, it wanted to share it expected to share the same tab, which was not correct. All right.
Cool. That's looking good.
Mute us.
Take 2.
Well, now that's the lunch order dealt with. And for your information, I'm having Thai green curry. Let's go and see if we can find Taylor, who has a new role, and it's very Chekhov related. So let's go and see if he is about. Taylor, do you have a moment?
I do, yeah.
Awesome. You might recognize Taylor's name from the Bridgecrew blog. A lot of you will know he's worked with us a long time in marketing and kind of a load of technical content, but you have a new role, right?
I do, yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, cool. So recently I switched over to product management, and I'm covering open source and product-led growth. And so some of it is obviously very relevant to this crew, and making sure that we organize what we have. So we've got a lot of issues, so making sure we're prioritizing the ones, bringing awareness to the crowd, basically get them to contribute, but also let's start shaping what we have contributions come in as, rather than the free for all it is today.
Sure.
Yeah.
With everything kind of coming in from like the ability to do Bridgecrew platform things in Chekhov and all the public editions of frameworks, and just finding the best path through that.
Yeah, and doing some research. So obviously there's the demand that we get, but there's also what can we do, what outside of what people have thought of already. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are your first 3-week priorities in the role?
So definitely want to get a public roadmap out there as soon as possible. Got a draft going, so just got to make it public once we're comfortable with it. And then we've got a whole bunch of new runners, so just getting enough attention to them. So we recently added open API checks.
Amazing.
Yeah, so very cool getting into some of that, and so making sure that gets enough priority and the attention it needs from both open source community as well as here at Bridgecrew.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Open API and other new runners coming soon to a demo on Codified Security near you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Taylor.
Cool. Thanks.
Cool.
Hey. So that was me talking to Taylor about the fact that we now have an internal product manager for Chekhov and all things open source, which is excellent. Helps us all kind of stay on the same page, helps myself and Steve work better with product and feeding ideas back from the community. So we really were kind of missing that piece as we grow Chekhov. So
As we grow our team.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like every week or every all hands, probably like if you're working for any kind of startup, even though we're not a startup anymore, there's like 5 new employees.
Right.
And we're like, oh crap. And I think we're maybe expanding our team.
Views on that, hopefully as soon as possible. But yeah, we did a bit of a team all hands yesterday. While everyone's here in the office, we don't just have myself and Steve. We've got colleagues from the US and all over the place, really. Like everyone that works in the Bridgecrew unit is all here this week, or are all here this week. Pardon my grammar. And we did a full like offsite meet and greet everyone, and we filled a huge room. There were like 50 plus people. So cool. So yeah, we're definitely growing, and welcome, Taylor. We really appreciate it. As I posted on the stream, please help us shape the roadmap. Feature requests are more than welcome. It is a fully open source tool. We love that it's open source, and we want you to suggest things, even if you're not in a position to make the changes, maybe suggest a pull request, but by all means, just open an issue, mark it as feature, and tell us your use cases. Tell us what you're doing with Chekhov. Tell us kind of, how you're using it and how you think you could use it more. And we'd love that kind of feedback. Yeah.
All right. Next up, I have queued up Steve Vakeman. And let's let him, I was going to say all, and he is, why am I introducing him? Let me share my tab. And
Tab indeed.
We can, Steve Bateman.
We can get Steve on the tab.
Mute us.
Not yet. It's not showing up. Go for it.
Right this way. I've spotted the other Steve. Hey, here he is.
Hello.
Steve, please introduce yourself to the camera and your name and role, the usual.
Okay, hi, I'm Steve. I've been in Bridgecrew for almost 2 years. Now I'm a team lead of a Nova team in Scale. We do a lot of engagement and PLG stuff, and have a big focus on dev velocity and dev experience inside the organization.
So for people who don't live in this world, product-led growth, PLG. We say that a lot and assume that people who are using the product know what it means. Anything exciting that you're working on now that you're allowed to give our viewers a sneak preview on, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So we're doing a massive integration into Prisma Cloud. And one of the key notes that we want to push is have good metric system. So we're working on an hub sub like a mechanism to push our business telemetries and just to have like dashboard inside of Prisma to show to the higher management of how well we're doing.
Well, that's
Hey. We really should have brought our little Stream Deck to maintain buttons on this, because like touchscreens when you're trying to look at a camera, not great. We are going to have a very special guest right here in this room. We're going to have Barak live and in the flesh, the original creator of Chekhov. I'm sure all of you are very aware of Barak. And it's the first time I've met him, even though he has been my boss for about a year and a half. So it's been awesome hanging out with him.
He's coming now?
He's coming in 10 minutes time.
Oh, okay.
So we'll probably do a bit of an office walk around and then maybe sit down with Barak.
So we can use this as a way to track him down.
We can go and find him, show you his usual abode, and then we'll maybe bring him back here.
I have got to get the mobile cam up then because I just accidentally closed the window.
All good.
It's gone. Hold on.
Oh, good. Well, I tell you what, like, obviously a year and a half, we've gone through an acquisition. The team is still the team, which is amazing. We're still Bridgecrew. We're still all working together, have the same engineering teams and all that kind of good stuff. But one thing I have missed, and I didn't realize how much, was the face-to-face interactions we've been having since Sunday. Israel works Sunday through Thursday, for those that didn't know. So we were here from Saturday, we did Sunday, and Friday for us should be day by the beach, weather depending.
Should be our own day, which would be
our
nice.
Own day. But
while I'm fiddling, let's do one more interview. Let's do Hagit.
Sure, let's go for Hagit. But yeah, it's
our mother.
The only reason this office works as well as it does.
All right, let's find, where are you, Hagit?
But yeah, like, it's just been so good having all these interactions, meeting people in 3D rather than Zoom. Just worlds apart from what we've been used to for the past 2-3 years. So,
all right, here's Hagit, 2 office moves, and actually have to deal with humans later. There we go. Thanks, Gilad. Come this way. Perfect. We have, where's your lunch guy go? We have a height problem, is what we have. I'm just gonna get down here for a second. Perfect. I'll lean. I'll look cool and lean. Hagit, nothing here happens without your kind of magic and wizardry. Can you please explain to the fans who want to know behind the scenes of Bridgecrew, what is it you do?
Behind the scenes of Bridgecrew is that I really care for everyone here, and I think my goal is to better the employee experience. So I do it in all kinds of ways, and I feel like they're my children, really.
That's a big family,
That's
and
a
growing.
big family and a good one.
Excellent.
Good.
She wanted it to be short. We've kept it short. Thank you, Hagit.
Thank you.
She's made our experience here amazing so far. Let us continue down to see who we might find next. Amazing, right?
So cool. Hagit, literally, if you have an issue, she's there. If you need anything sorting, she's there. Like, this complete trip was just flawless. I don't know what people have a problem with getting into TLV airport. It just was great.
It was a doddle.
Yeah.
We're going to take an office tour now, and we're going to find Barak, and we're going to find a few stragglers we couldn't find earlier today. Let's switch our identity over, and I'm going to be behind the camera. Matt's going to be the face of office hours for this.
Is that how we're doing it? Okay.
Because I'm holding the gimbal.
Welcome to the roving reporting world.
All right, let's get rid of us.
Let's take this on the road. Hey. Audio test 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear it?
Yep, sounds good. Okay, shall we? So I'm sure a lot of offices have them now, but talk about things that you forget are kind of cool because you've been working from home for 3 years. So like these things, like the ability to just schedule meetings and know whether a room's open or not. Yeah, pretty cool. As you can see, it's a little bit WeWork vibe, right? Nice team areas, all kind of working in close-knit groups. And this is obviously where the magic happens. Say hey, everyone. Hey. Or just, there we go. We've got Gilad. We'll be hearing from Gilad later. He lied to us. Clearly, he's not in a meeting right now, but we've got his recording anyway. So, and we've already heard from Taylor, but yeah, this is where the magic happens. This is where you get cold or warm caffeine, depending on your preference. What I liked on this screen yesterday, shame it's not still up, but it's like worldwide Palo Alto birthdays, like with everyone that has their birthdays on the day.
There it is.
There you go. As if I practiced that. And as we come through, so this is the Bridgecrew side of this floor. So basically all of Bridgecrew is kind of co-located in one location. So what we have is we've got kind of the SecEng team here. We'll be hearing from those guys a little bit later on as well. And we've got the InfoSec team over here. And if we come in, look, there's people that aren't on meetings. So we're going to bug them and ask them some questions. Oh, how's it going?
Right.
Awesome. Do you want to introduce yourself and let us know what you're working on?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Achia. I'm in the InfoSec team, and currently we're working on some more frameworks to the platform to support more types of frameworks like customized.
So you were the one I owe the apology to, right? For having to re-implement my Chekhov customized codes as a platform runner.
Yeah, I'm not call it a re-implement, but maybe a smaller factor. But that's our job.
Awesome. Thanks for speaking to us. A small refactor is such a polite way of saying that, but we appreciate it. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, the customized work we started in Chekhov is now getting integrated into the platform. So if you've got the automatic GitHub integration with Bridgecrew, rather than running Chekhov in CI, for example, you'll also start getting the customized results like you do in Chekhov. And if we're going to give a sneak peek of roadmap, he's going to be working on Helm next. So happy days. Big meeting room. Nothing's happening in there. Boring. People working from home because that is a thing now. It's 2022. And one thing I do find weird about this building, through there is like the core of the building, right? So you've got the elevator lobby and you've got the restrooms. No two floor has the same layout of the single core in the middle.
It's annoying.
So you have to find the restrooms on every floor and it's always different. If I have one bugbear about this office, it's that. So this is where I was kind of expecting to find Barak. Somewhere around here.
This is what a founder's office looks like.
Founder's office looks like, yeah.
Well, we probably shouldn't show the whiteboard.
Don't do that, Joey.
All right, let's just get out of here. Redact.
Cope. Oh, we're chasing down Barak. Here's James.
Oh, yeah.
Oop. Gimbal is.
There you go. Sorry. It was trying to find you.
Try and come.
It wants your face.
Our good friend James, who joins us over from England.
You'll get your recording later.
Right.
Yeah, we don't care about you right now.
I want my fees as well.
And then this is the central lobby. The cafe was over there. And then on the other side, we have Twistlock, who are a part of the Prisma platform that do image vulnerability scanning, and that's actually something we've, eager Chekhov users will realize is already integrated into Chekhov. So what you can do with that is you can automatically have images found within your Chekhov environments scanned with the same tool. You can give it an image name and a SHA or a version, and it'll go and give you the CVEs as well.
Cool. We're almost back to our room.
And that perfectly brings us back
To
to our
go.
room.
And me about to run out of battery on the mobile
That
cam.
could not have been better timed. So let's switch back over. There we go.
All right. There we
Hey,
go.
hey, hey.
Yeah.
And this could not be better timed. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, Barak. Grab yourself a seat.
Whoop. It has been on the show several times,
Yeah,
even before I was working here.
but previously we had beer here, so what's wrong?
I don't know who works here, Barack.
Apparently it's something to do with office rules and alcohol.
Was it on me?
Yeah, one job.
We'll definitely be going through one after this. Do not worry. We've got some open source planning to do later, but then a little beer, I think.
Well, beer up. Let's do our thing because he's here now. Brack, tell them who you are and what you do.
Well, I drink wine and I know stuff.
I'm clearly a Game of Thrones fan.
I work with those two amazing folks about open source advocacy, and I write code. Currently, I'm doing together with Steve static analysis of open source packages. That's a commodity, but what happens if you are referencing an image in your workflow file, or you have a GitHub action that is vulnerable, or you wrote bad shell code in your GitHub action and you're exposed to shell injection and other CI systems. GitHub Actions is just the most amazing CI system out there. So Steve, myself, and some of the other folks in the engineering teams are working together to identify those risks and fix them very early on.
Awesome. That's our latest greatest. You got me covered as well doing that. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the next office hours, considering how much stuff is on the roadmap, is just going to be full of demos, isn't it? We've got all kinds of new frameworks, as you say, covering CI misconfigurations, some stuff coming with maybe API misconfigurations.
Yeah. What was Achia already on the show? He's coming next.
He's going to come later on. Yeah.
All right. So a little spoiler, like shift left for API security, it's possible. Yeah.
That's those are the graphs that'll blow our mind.
I mean, the graph stuff is always blowing our mind.
Yeah.
We tried to grab the master of the graphs Rotom earlier, but sadly she is back to back. But another time, I'm sure. Rotom, if you're watching this, we're coming for you.
I'm rather camera shy. Not everybody is a ridiculous narcissist like us.
But yeah, what have you made of this week? What's it been like having everyone from Bridgecrew together?
I got a hangover. It was fun seeing everybody together and drinking beers. And it was finally a good opportunity to attach face to a name or face to a video character into an actual face. And it was really great to have the opportunity to whiteboard, to talk about roadmap, and on our next steps ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. We've just heard from Taylor and how it's so good for us to have a product manager of open source to kind of wrangle all these different threads together, take customer feedback, take GitHub issues, and just try and make a bit more transparency for that whole process. So yeah, very exciting times.
All right. I have bad news for you, and that is that the MOV doesn't play in the tab. So your rooms aren't on the video.
Should I try and share them from somewhere else?
In the meantime, though, while you figure that out, we just took you on a tour of we walked around this floor. There are other floors, but this floor is ours. On 13, 14, 15, there's some very special rooms. And I took a look at one of them. I don't know what's going on. What am I hearing out there that we should probably get on camera? Hold on while I share my tab. Yeah. That noise is almost as annoying as us. Massage room. Prepare yourself. As if the office wasn't cool enough, it probably looks like I'm in a very strange room with a steel door, some kind of insane asylum. But I am actually in the massage room. You can see behind me, there's these comfy chairs that you can sit in. And you have to book it, but you get this kind of like, it's good. So this is part of the office. I could do this office. All right, we're off.
Inwards.
Hey,
Barack had to leave us and run to his next meeting.
Yeah, he's got another one. But that was the massage room. The massage room has these two chairs that are like, like the ones they have in airports sometimes, but way better. So you book it like you would book a meeting room. Why I walked in with no booking, I don't know. Who doesn't like? It should be 100% booked, and it wasn't booked. So that's weird. That's another part of the venue that you like to see. One of the rooms that you recorded and I can't seem to get to play was the music room you went to?
Yeah, so there was a music room, and we are talking full, like, V-drums, mixing desk, speakers, like 4 guitars on the wall, all the pickups, all the little happy, stompy effects pedals. Yeah, computer for lyrics, projector. It was very, very cool.
It sounds amazing, and we have to get there. Apparently, there's a room, like a ping pong room.
There is a ping pong room, and it was full of. There's 3 ping pong tables. It was almost like there was a tournament going in and out. It was so busy.
Oh, ping pong is popular.
And no one wanted to be on camera. So the ping pong tournament shall remain a mystery.
Yeah, but the point is, there's some really cool rooms. There's an art room as well, which you filmed. I can't seem to get to play, but there's like easels, and if you want to like paint something, all the paint is there. I haven't seen anybody in it yet.
No, but I tell you what, the 3D printers are being used all day, every day.
Yeah, they're printing out our GitHub commits as 3-dimensional objects.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
I'm a little embarrassed. I think mine sucks compared to some of the more avid developers, but nevertheless, very cool. Next thing I want to show you, though, is while he's queuing up his 3D printer video, is we saw when we went wandering around, the first group we saw was one room full of people, and that was SecEng. Matt did kind of all-in-one monster interview with all of them, and I think we shall cut to that now.
I think that's a great idea.
Let me share.
So it's very, very busy today. In fact, we couldn't have picked a more busy day to do the office hours. However, there are a full team of people hard at work over here. So we're going to go and interrupt that work. Hey, everyone. Hey. Thank you so much for kind of letting us hang out and ask you some questions. Obviously, we have the Tel Aviv natives here and here. And then we have the wonderful Mr. Anton. Where are you coming over from? Germany.
Yeah, especially Hamburg.
Hamburg.
So from the cold north.
The cold north. Where was it that you found someone else in the office that had been to? You said like a forest somewhere?
Yeah. I met one of the colleagues, it was Aviv. He actually also went to the back forest, so we had it in common, but he's Israel native and I'm German native, so it's basically more impressive for him than for me.
Easier for you. Yeah, we did a team building yesterday. Obviously, it's the first time a lot of us have met. Tell us about your illicit shipments into this country.
Yeah. I have a a small addiction problem. It's basically sweets mostly. So I wanted to share it because I try to stay like in shape, so I just give it over to the other ones, so I can enjoy how they eat, and I feel like, oh yeah.
So this is for sharing, not
Yeah.
just for personal consumption.
It's my typical weekend.
Awesome. And for everyone who maybe hasn't kind of seen your commits of their multitude,
Yeah.
what is it you're doing for Chekhov and Bridgecrew?
Yeah, I actually started out as an open source contributor to Chekhov till Bridgecrew or Palo Alto decided to actually take me in, and so I can do what I like, also realize my whole profession. So if you ever see my nick, Grubel, usually with the Lego Superman, that's me. So I try to review a lot, but I also try to contribute a lot. So yeah, and I love it.
Awesome. Appreciate your contributions.
Thank you.
Anton has single-handedly solved about 7 of my recent PRs. So
yeah, fantastic. Let's go around the room. Do you want to introduce yourself and let us know which team you're in, and don't just say engineering like we did yesterday?
I'm Mir. I live here in Israel in Tel Aviv. I'm the second team.
Cool. And what does that involve? Like, what are you doing day to day?
Now we're working on the dependency tree for connect the CVEs and to see.
Cool. So the whole like, which CVEs do we have attached to kind of which vulnerable cloud resources and things like that?
Yeah, and what is the dependency of each package?
Sweet. So you're not working on fixing my customized code anymore?
Not now.
I didn't even make that up. I broke something. Awesome. Enjoying the office. What's like your favorite thing about the Bridgecrew experience?
So now I really like to come to the office because everybody is here. So there's a really good environment, also for work and also for talking with people. So it's really nice. It's combining the both things. So
awesome. Well, thanks for having us this week. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys.
It was having you. Thank you.
Nice. Right. Who else are we going to prey on next? Nimrod, you're looking like, please don't come over here. Please don't come over here.
Yes.
Hey, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Nimrod. I'm the head of the second team. I've been here for a few years. This is my second office hours, actually.
This is your second office hours.
It's the first one that I'm with you face to face.
Yes, look, he's real. Like, look, is here.
This is not a doll, right? Cool. So basically, we're building. Lear is building a part of what we're trying to do is basically take all of the package sending magic and put it inside Chekhov and spread it to the world.
Cool. So like an extension of what we've already got with the Chekhov twist lock integration, just kind of building on top of that.
So making it a lot more richer and a lot more intuitive.
Yeah.
So it will be easier for you to take the next step, which is say, all right, this is my infrastructure, this is my vulnerabilities, and now I know what I also have misconfigured and vulnerable, which is obviously a lot more important.
Cool. And Anton and Leah are both on your team, right?
Yes. Anton was gracious enough to accept our offer, and Lear just came over. So we're building a great team here.
Best team.
Yeah.
Paid me to say that. Best team.
We're trying to get Matt over. He's still not accepted our offer.
You don't want to see my code, honestly.
I have seen it, man.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Nimrod.
Thank you.
Awesome. Another veteran. Wearing the Prisma shirt, not the Bridgecrew shirt, but we do like both of them. Slightly different colors, you know, a little bit of contrast. Yeah.
I want your shirt too.
You want my shirt too?
Yeah.
I'll swap you. Not on camera though.
Of course.
Yeah, please, by all means, introduce yourself.
So I'm Sar. I've been with you in the previous, how do you call it? Office hours?
Office hours, yes.
Oh, right. So I'm from Nimrod's team, second team, which is around the SCA area, where we basically search for CVEs, over packages, images, etc. We do some other stuff. So pretty recently, we've introduced a new Open API runner for Chekhov.
Right.
Yeah.
Super cool. We've not actually demoed that on the office hours yet, so very excited. What was the kind of what brought you to that runner? Like, was it customer demand? Was it kind of seeing that the industry needed something like that? How do you guys choose which runners to work on?
Right. So I think it both the customer asking for something like that, and for us seeing the value of the Open API runner, right? Because our APIs or all of the customers' API are pretty much the gateway to the business logic behind the scenes, right? So you want to make sure you prevent all of the bad stuff from going into your business logic.
Sure.
So that's it.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense. And obviously we run a pretty big infrastructure here ourselves. We have our own APIs, our own lambdas. So we're finding our own reasons for having these things, right? We are going to start consuming these tools ourselves, and we kind of run checkup in all our internal pipelines as well, which is pretty cool.
Right. You can also contribute to the API runner.
Yes, there we go. Doing a better job than we are. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And last but by no means least, although, you know, are you allowed to sit in here? It's, you know, different team. Like,
no, this is my team.
again, a veteran of the office hours. But Tohar, please reintroduce yourself.
Hey, so I'm Tohar. I'm a product manager, and I work mostly with the second team because they do the most cool stuff. And I'm working now on finishing next quarter, cooking some really cool stuff that they would never get bored. Yeah, that's basically it.
Cool. Any sneak peeks that you can tell us?
No, so we will continue having much more cool stuff on the SCA, which would be officially TA at June. So keep in mind.
Cool.
And we're having really cool graphs and stuff that will blow your mind. So we'll see you later.
Graphs that will blow your mind. Yeah. Cool. Thanks so much, Noah. Right. I think with that, it's probably about time to leave everyone to enjoy their lunch, and we'll join you guys later.
There we go.
And we are back. There we go.
Second team is pretty cool. I don't know what Anton was thinking with all the candy and the chocolate. Like, I think he thought 1,000 people worked here or something.
Yeah, he thought we'd grown bigger than we had, which is
actually like physically bigger than we had. But that's pretty cool. Second. Okay, well, where are we going next? Have you managed to?
I'm gonna try a backup way of showing the cool, like, the music relaxation rooms. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna narrate it. We'll try our best. Let's go for this.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Share screen. Fingers crossed.
I don't think you can. Oh my God.
There we go.
I don't think it shows. Does it show a sound?
No. So
all right.
We're gonna
narrate.
There we go.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's not do that. Okay, so I'm going to narrate this.
All right.
There we go. The joys of just not being able to upload these images because they're in Apple format rather than
5 different computers.
5 different computers, all Apple, using a web browser, and yet we can't play the video. Whatever. So yeah, check it out. If we have a look here, just like V drums and mixers and like 5 different guitars to choose from and effects pedals, and it's pretty cool. So, you know, things that you don't have in your home office for the last 3 years. Episode 1. Well, Steve might, because you're a bit of a musician.
I do have one of those rooms.
Quite jealous. That's what living in a massive farm in the country gets you. And then the second one.
Let's do this for 2 seconds while you sort it. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, go for it.
You change that, and I'll I'll pop you back in when you're ready. I'll
It's ready.
produce. Oh,
So here we have like a full art studio. So you've got like paints and paint mixing palettes and easels and the funny little men that you can move about. And then more interesting to me, 3 very large, very expensive 3D printers. So I understand that the way these work in the office is first come, first serve. You get in the morning, you plug your job files in, and you print whatever the hell you want. Right now, we are printing 3 sets of laptop stands, and I've been using them all week, and they're actually fantastic. So it's just 2 pieces, one large, one small, and it just hooks under your Mac, and you can see one a bit bigger here. And they're really sturdy and they're really light, so you can just throw them in your bag. But they've just printed one for everyone in the office, so there's like 50 sets of these in different colors knocking about, which I thought was a nice personal touch. So yeah, kind of cool office, minus the beer, but
minus the beer. Yeah. There we go. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Very cool. And that's not, we're almost done. We're almost done. I didn't think this would, I thought this would be a really short show, and we're actually almost running out of time. James, who you just saw on the tour, I forgot to convert his video over, so he doesn't get to be on the show.
Oh, sorry, James.
But he did. You saw him, and he's been on before, and he'll be on again. He lives in the UK, so he doesn't count.
In a nice way.
In a nice way. The last one we have is Gilad.
Oh, yes.
Who said, yeah, I think he thought what he said was really boring, but it wasn't.
I thought it was good.
But it wasn't. It wasn't boring. It was very interesting. Some work he was going to be doing, essentially what I would just say on drift, but drift to the extreme. So let's load him up, and you can hear what he has to say.
Extremely drifting.
We have so many things shared here. I'm like, if I stop my screen and then I re-add my screen, we can meet Gilad. Has Gilad ever been on the show?
I don't believe he has. We apologize in advance, Gilad. We've used your video regardless, but in our opinion, it's great.
You got it. Here goes. Meet Gilad.
But we have to talk to Gilad, and Gilad is very busy. Is he in? He's in. By the way, all of our rooms are named after songs. Ring my bell. Gilad.
Hi. How are you guys?
He's busy at work.
Oh, you're recording. Okay.
He's watching YouTube videos.
Oh, nice.
We are recording.
All right.
Hello, Gilad. Thanks for being on Office Hours. Would you mind telling the millions of viewers out there what you do and what your name is?
Okay, so my name
in that
is...
order.
Good. So my name is Gilad. I'm from the product team here in Israel of Bridgecrew, and we are now working on exciting features that I really think it will be very beneficial for you guys, because one of the things that we think that are really missing is looking at things from code to cloud. And I guess that you already know that Bridgecrew really want to adopt this value and to see how we can bring more and more data and insights for the users. So one of the things that we are going to plan to really soon is have unmanaged resources, which means to detect which runtime resources that you have in the cloud that currently doesn't have a built-in template. And the reason that they want to do that, because we believe that having everything codified, it will actually give you the way to make everything much more secure. And how we're going to do that? Actually, using our your trace capability, using the tagging, and just tag every resource that you have in Terraform, CloudFormation, across all providers in the cloud. We can detect and spot such resources. This is pretty cool. Yeah, this is what I'm working on at the moment.
You are a professional. I did not ask him a single question. We just said hello, and you did everything perfectly.
Okay.
Gilad, you're a star.
There we go.
That was Gilad. Told you it was a good video.
Yeah, so those are the people we were able to track down today. We kind of hoped we'd get more, but now I realize and kind of hope we didn't, because that would have been it's already a really long show. I hope you got a flavor for what it's like to work at Bridgecrew and some of the people that are working hard behind the scenes, particularly Hagit, who's non-technical, but without her, the entire place would burn down.
Makes the dream work.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the end.
I think that's a wrap. I'm just going to say everyone here has welcomed us so much. We have had the best week so far. People can't do enough to make sure we're comfortable, make sure we've got everything we need in the office, set up Wi-Fi, showing us all these cool rooms that we'd never have found if they didn't give us a tour. So yes, thank you so much to everyone, and cannot wait to be back. I don't know about yourself.
I'm already kind of engineering our return.
trying to work out what we're here
Yes,
back for.
that's the project I'm working on. Trying to work out how we get to come back for some reason.
Ideas on a postcard. And with that, I'm Matt Johnson.
I'm Steve Jaguar.
Thanks for watching.